Hello, everybody! Oh my God, James is doing the JamesAtGames Starfield episode. Oh, no, it's not that at all. sorry for the teaser. Although I'm sure if you look at the timestamp for how long this video is, you'll figure it out. This ain't a normal JamesAtGames. So back in the day, if you followed the channel, I used to do a show called First Strike, which was where this was like quote unquote first impressions, but not like actual first impressions. Like I waited until I got like a decent bit of the game under my belt, and I sat down and I played a little bit of it live to just kind of talk about my thoughts on like where I was in the game, because like very first impressions are honestly not a good thing when you're trying to review things, as this game will indicate, because the intro sucks my asshole. And also, like, it's not really fair to like sit here and not do a review, because I was talking about this in the Discord earlier with Jibwood was specifically the one who kicked this off, but this was an idea I was kicking off in my head like a while ago, because it's like, well, do I do Starfield now? Do I bump off the video that I'm literally already through editing right now? Like, as I record this, it's like the 9th of September, so like I've got 3 weeks to edit a video to put out at the end of September for JamesAtGames. I could rush a video out for Starfield right now, given the footage that I have and the information that I have right now. I could cram it out and it would be decent. But like, I'm not, it's not doing a justice to the game. It's not doing a justice to my video at that point. It's literally just like, bleh. So like, if I'm going to just like, bleh, and like throw out a video, I might as well resurrect one of my old formats, First Strike, which, I don't want to get too far into the meta. We're 2 minutes in already. Point being, First Strike. I don't know if I'm going to still call this video First Strike, but when I did First Strikes, a little bit in the game, I'm familiar with it, does not count as first impressions, because first impressions are not a great thing to base your opinion on about a game. Not a full review, because I haven't spent enough time to actually talk adequately about every aspect of the game. So this is literally just me sitting down and I'm like, I've played for like 2 days, 3 days of in-game time. Apparently, I don't believe that. According to my save files, I think I left the game on overnight, and then also while I was cooking on a separate occasion, because like you can see there's like a pretty linear increase. That's a weird time jump right there. There's a typical pretty like linear increase here with like my saves, because a lot of them were probably auto saves and like blah 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 whatever. These are all my manual saves. And then all of a sudden it just jumps up from 14 hours to a day and 15 hours. So I'm like, 9.2, 9.4. Either I did a whole lot of autosaves in that time, or I left the game on overnight, which I'm pretty sure was what happened. So, ignore my in-game time, ignore my Steam time. I think my Steam time says I have 60 hours in this game. I'm level 20. Like, it's okay. I actually got to level 20 right before I started recording this video. Mainly just because I was in the middle of a dungeon, but also I wanted a whole number. So I thought it was appropriate to start here. This is a good, like, we're still kind of in that weird beginning phase, but we're transitioning to the middle-ish of the game. I haven't done any story missions outside of like very beginning ones. I need to meet Vlad on the space station, if that tells you anything, if you care about that. Everything else I've done has been side quests, because I hated the intro so bad. I don't want to play any more story missions. We'll do one. We'll see where it goes. We'll meet Vlad. We'll just see what happens. I've been doing all kinds of other side quests, and I've just been walking around having fun, scanning shit, mining shit, building ships, and like all kinds of fun stuff. But we are playing on PC specifically, as you can see with the mouse cursor. So I do want to talk about some few options real quick. I know I'm going to do the nerd shit. It's what I do. It's fine. So here are my graphics settings. I've tweaked these a ton back and forth. I've done all kinds of crazy stuff. For a while there, actually for the majority of my playtime, I was actually playing with variable refresh rate. That is a hard sentence to say. I was playing with that enabled. I have it enabled on both my TV and my monitor. So like, my kid was sitting here watching me play a lot. He loves this game. So he could watch on the TV. I'm sitting here playing on my monitor, gamer position. But we were playing with VRR, so I capped it to 50 frames a second, so I could turn settings up higher and turn the resolution scale up and like all that stuff. But for the video VRR, like there's an absolutely weird stutter bug I was running into before I was recording this. So yeah, I bumped the settings down specifically for this recording session. Normally what I'm playing on is I'm playing on a render resolution of about 85%. Shadow quality was on high, indirect lighting was on high, particle lighting was on high, crowd density was on high. Everything else is identical to its current settings. So I was able to hold, because I capped it at 50, I was able to just hold that perfectly fine, didn't have to think about anything. And because it's VRR, didn't look too weird. I am trying to bump it up to 60 just for recording's sake. So if it does drop below 60 once or twice or 3 times or 50 times, I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I tried. These are not the settings I had dialed in. The game is very not performant. Even on Series S and Series X, the game is very non-performant. They kept it at 30 for a reason. There's a lot of speculation about what's going on. It's extremely CPU heavy on some systems. It's extremely GPU heavy on some systems. The game actually scales very well for the resolution, which I would love to show off at some point. FSR2 looks really good in this game. Yeah, I don't want to get too into it other than just to say there are a lot of performance issues. If you're having problems, don't be afraid to dial the settings down. Don't be one of those assholes who's just like, I have to have ultra everything. I'm jerking my dick off. Who cares? The consoles are mostly on low settings. Shocker, I know. It's not even playing at full 4K. Shocker, I know. So get off your goddamn high horse. Just set it at whatever things don't make you immediately vomit. And just play the game and lock at 60 and have fun. Or do what I did and lock at 50 to let you crank it up just a little bit more. Honestly, the 50 cap was more for like temperature reasons more than anything else, to be honest with you guys. But like, my guy, like just get comfortable. I do have another complaint. You'll note that I am playing on very hard. I flipped between hard and very hard a few times. In the beginning, I needed to dip like level like 3, 4. I needed to dip back down from very hard to hard. Because the AI is like weirdly aggressive and like hits you extremely hard, and they are bullet sponges on very hard. And then once I got some gear on hard mode, after like 10 levels, I was like, okay, I'm ready to bump it back up to very hard. And I bumped it back up to very hard. Now I'm on level 20, and now I'm like, I kind of want to bump it back down to hard again. I'm going to keep it on very hard just so I can kind of show the average AI experience that I've been getting. But I do just want to say that that is absolutely a thing to be considerate of. I'm sure most people are still playing on normal, and if that's your thing, go for it. I like my fights to be, complicated. I don't want to just steamroll everybody, because then what's the point of getting better gear? But I also don't like playing The Division, where I'll stand around for 20 minutes shooting somebody with a hoodie in the face with a minigun, and they take like 4 damage, and I just want to cry. So the other thing I wanted to point out, these are my sensitivity settings. I spent a very long time dialing these in. You also notice my controller sensitivity settings are weird. Don't worry about it. I picked up a controller one time trying to play with it, and I just couldn't. But these look sensitivity, vertical and horizontal, and as well as the aim sensitivities. These are very dialed in for my mouse. I have a Logitech G502 wireless, or Lightspeed, whatever they call it. I have it set to 1400 DPI, and these are the settings that are comfortable for me. Like I said, it took an extremely long time to dial these in. I like the overall lower mouse sensitivity, and then adjusting the vertical and horizontal scales. You will notice they are not identical in this game. This is one of those games where if you look left or right and up and down, if you set both to 50, they are not even speeds. Looking up and down is half the speed of looking left and right, and I want to blow my brains out every time I play a game like that. I don't understand why in 2023 a game still releases with that. That's such an antiquated, that's gotta be like leftover design, oh, we got an original Xbox dev kit for Morrowind, let's figure out how controls work. Yeah, this feels fine, whatever, nobody knows how to use a controller at this point, and then they just left it. It's frustrating. But that's okay. These are my dialed in settings. Feel free to use it. Feel free to adjust it. Feel free to tell me I'm stupid. That's okay. All of that's okay. I will say the one change that I did was I did reduce the ship reticle sensitivity, because by default it was basically just like I accidentally like twitch my wrist like the wrong way, like I have an itch or something, my hand twitches. My ship would just, like, the cursor would immediately go off to the right side of the screen and my ship would just start turning. So I turned it way down in order to give myself that inertia feeling, in order to deliberately make the ship harder to control. You might want to put that higher. I put that lower. I'm pretty sure that's just because of Star Citizen, but whatever. The controls are also a little weird. I spent a very long time also trying to dial these in, and I still don't really have, like, the big thing that bothers me is the menu navigation. I still need to figure this out, but everything's rebindable. You got multiple binds. If there's conflicts, they pop up right here. Some of the conflicts don't make any sense because, like, if you rebind, like, I don't know, like melee, it'll be like, oh, quick container, open transfer menus, wrong button, fucking idiot, fix it. Actually, I'm gonna fix that one because that one's been annoying me for a while. Yeah, like you'll get weird conflicts like that like don't make any sense, but those are typically very few and far between. They put a lot of effort into the binding menus, so that's nice. And all right, I think that's enough for the technical shit. I want to get in and I want to play. So here's what we're going to do is we're going to, is that the right save? I don't know. We're not going to start a new game. We're going to make sure that I'm loading the right save. That's the save I want. I want the Jemison save. All right, ladies and gents, we are actually playing Starfield. We are actually going to get into my opinions on the actual game and not just me bitching about technical details. Woohoo. There's a, maybe this will be the first video where I do chapters. That's not the right fucking save, James. Jesus, that's the right save. I can't wait for this to not be the right save. I staged a save that would be beautiful when I loaded in. Here it is. Wow. Too bad I didn't load that correctly the first time. Anyway, so I'm on my ship. We're in space. Like this is real. It just kind of works. So a weird thing to kind of get used to, especially if you've played Star Citizen. There's also a lot of comparisons to No Man's Sky. I cannot answer any of those questions. I tried playing No Man's Sky for 30 minutes, got pissed off and refunded it. So all of my associations are going to be with previous Bethesda games or with like shooters like Call of Duty, or they're going to be with Star Citizen because that's what I have experience with. So this game kind of constrains your mouse cursor. So you can kind of see the circle right here that I'm drawing, right? So that's your mouse cursor. It constrains it in a weird way. So like I can...
Do you think the documentary about your life will be made into a movie? And who do you think will play me?
Well, that's a spoiler for something I wanted to talk about later, but okay. So you can kind of see it's constrained in a circle. It's constraining it in a weird way. So like if I just kind of gently nudge the cursor here and barely touch the circle and then start to move my cursor back, like that's a natural movement, right? But like if I like all the way across, the second that the circle is touched with your cursor, you can immediately start pulling it back. There's no like forward momentum like you would have in Star Citizen where you can kind of keep moving your mouse and like it will remember your position even though visually the mouse isn't actually there, and it will like drag it back when you drag the mouse back. No, in this game, the second you start pulling your mouse back, it just pulls it back. So that will take a lot to get used to. This is basically just like if you've ever used a touch screen to play like I don't know, like a GameCube game or a PS2 game or whatever, anything with an analog stick, anything that emulates an analog stick, it's basically that, where like if you touch on the outer rim, it's there, and then the second you start to slide it back, it's there. But like if you fat finger and you go like 20,000 feet off to the left and then move back just like a tiny like millimeter, it immediately starts moving back. So not the end of the world. It will take some getting used to if you're used to Star Citizen or if you're used to more joysticky games. Because I believe Flight Simulator was the same way, but I didn't play that long enough to really remember, to be honest with you. But yeah, once you're used to it, very fluid, very controllable, very everything. It's very arcadey, and given Bethesda's game design philosophies, like this system fits perfectly with this game. Is it the perfect system? No, but it fits perfectly with a Bethesda game. And if you've played Skyrim or Fallout 4, you'll know exactly what I mean. It fits perfectly with a Bethesda game. So, and rather than just sit here and move around and just like, you know, waste everyone's time, why don't we get up and walk around a little bit? Where's my button? There it is. So this game does actually have full, you know, get out of the cockpit and walk around. I love that in the stock ship cockpit, if I get out on the side right here, I clip. You know, whatever. Anyway, so here I have some companions. I'm not really good. Sarah annoys me. She's... Force companions are stupid. What? Who did I just hit? Hang on.
You've got something for me?
What? What? Why is the hitbox all the way back here, Bethesda? Is it you I'm hitting? Hang on. I want to know if she makes a noise.
Hey.
I don't think it's her. Who am I hitting? Who's right? Nobody's right below me. There's nothing below me here. You see, like, she reacts. Well, like, if I do that, she doesn't care. Oh my god, this game is great. No, you can't help. You suck. So Sarah is a companion from the Constellation is the name of the group. You're immediately railroaded into joining them as soon as the game starts. The game has one of the most nonsensical intros I've ever seen. It was so bad, I almost forced refunded the game after like an hour. Not even that, it was like 20 minutes. By the time an hour passed and the game opened up and I no longer had to do the railroaded intro and I could just kind of put my mind away from the intro, I started to have fun. But yeah, she's bad. This is my ship, by the way. I've built this out, I've customized this. This is all my creation. This is all my OC. Do not steal. Drop down here.
Have any new books for me?
No, I don't. This is my future daughter. I know that sounds really weird because there's just this random small girl. Where's man? Where? No, hang on. Where are you? Where? Actually, where is he? Oh no! Oh no! My love is gone. He's missing. Oh no! That's not good. Dude, I've been playing this game for like 10 seconds and I've already experienced several bugs. That's fine, I guess. Well, there's a cowboy here that I was gonna romance. But he's just no longer on the ship. Oh, was he who I was punching? Is he like glitched like under here or something?
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I said,
I get to stand
yeah.
near you, breathing the same air. I've got to have every molecule.
So this game has a lot of really fun perks and traits when you first start. So the ones that I selected were wanted. So I have a bounty on my head and the bounty keeps increasing every week. So you have like one group of people who are like, all right, this is the week we're going to go get the bounty. And then you also have another group of bounty hunters who are like, no, we're going to protect you because we're waiting for like 6 months from now to when your bounty is like fantastic and then we'll take it. And you'll just be flying around. People will land and come hunt you. You'll get into space battles. It's fun. There's a perk where you can start off with a house and a mortgage, which that one kind of sucks, but it's really funny and it's fantastic. And actually the house is like really nice from what I've seen. I also picked the adoring fan trait perk, whatever it is. Because this is obviously a reference to Oblivion where you had the adoring fan follow you around and be really annoying. It's the same voice actor. He looks the same. I love this. It's wonderful.
You need your own comic book.
See what I mean?
Your own cartoon, your own theme song. We have got to make this happen.
I love it. It's so bad. It's horrible and I want to punch him in the face. That's why he's still on my ship. So what should we do? I guess at first I want to show off some of the animations. So what system am I in? Where did I even go? I'm in Olympus? Why am I in Olympus? I don't know. Why do I have to jump way over there? No, I don't have to jump way over there. Oh, it was just weird perspective. Actually, let's go to Cheyenne, like, because I want to land on Kilo here. So this is the planet system, obviously, as you can see. So you pick a system that you want to jump to. If you have enough fuel or it's in range or your ship's not fat enough, you can't jump to it. If you try to jump to a ship or a system rather that you can't reach, the game will tell you, A, it's unexplored. You have to unexplore all the planets previously to get to that route, and also tell you your fuel consumption and how much your jump range is. So there's like multiple reasons why I can't go to this planet right now. But I am very easily within range of Cheyenne, so we're going to click on that system. That brings you into the local solar view of that system, so you can see the individual planets. There's points of interest, like there's a ship right here apparently. This one's got something going on. Skink. Okay. Oh yeah, there's like a little thing that I can land and explore. So I think for this one, we're not going to mess around and we're just going to land in Aquila City. So, one of the cooler things that you can do when you're in space is you can actually manually fly to each system. It's cool initially. It very quickly gets old because you have to have a loading screen every single time that you go anywhere. It is the way that the Bethesda engine, the Creation Engine, Gamebryo before it, Creation Engine 2, which is apparently this version, all of them are based on the concept of cells. It's just a gigantic room that you're in. So there is no infinitely flying like there is in No Man's Sky, and there is no infinitely flying like there is in Star Citizen. It's, you have to open up your menu, you have to plot a course, and you have to jump. In the very beginning of the game, I was jumping to each individual system and then each individual planet. Come to find out, you can just fast travel if it's within range and it's like a reasonable thing. So like I could be landed on a planet, not in my ship, and then I can just pull up my map, go to Aquila, and fast travel, and it just load immediately to there. It ruins a lot of the fun. It ruins a lot of the exploration, I think, to do it that way. But it's way less annoying if you're doing multiple hops. Because like if you're like, oh, I'm landing on this planet to just go sell things, and then I'm gonna go to another planet to sell things on that planet because this planet doesn't have enough money. And the difference is 1 loading screen or 9 loading screens. That one I'm a little bit more okay with, but like for just general exploration, I really try to avoid doing the fast travel thing. Avoiding fast travel was always my thing in Bethesda games anyway, because fast travel just, you lose a lot of the ancillary fun, like just walking around and seeing the wildlife, and you never know what weird encounter you're gonna find, and blah blah blah. It's a lot of the same concept, just unfortunately there's loading times.
I'd appreciate a chat.
Hey, there he is.
Good to see you.
It's Adam Jensen. I'm going to fuck him and I'm going to marry him, and I'm going to be his wife, and I'm going to be a mother to his daughter. It's gonna be great. I specifically, like, I was really funny because I was really hoping in this recording session he would want to do another relationship thing where, like, you know, the Bethesda thing where it's like, oh, I need to talk to you, and then you talk to him and it's like, all right, what's on your mind? And it's like exposition. Yeah, he's ready for one of those. He actually did it while I was in the dungeon trying to level up to level 20, so like it's all perfect. Not going to do that right away though, just because I want to talk about the actual gameplay. So here we are, we're walking around, things are cool. There's some weird gnarly stutters. My fans are kicking up. It's okay. If you've played a Bethesda game, you know what you're getting into right now. There are random citizens who walk around and say ancillary dialogue. There are guards who walk around and say ancillary dialogue. There is nothing about taking arrows to the knees. But there is a perk that references that, so get it. Haha, funny. Vendors exist. You go over to them, you sell your shit, you buy more shit. It's literally a Bethesda game. There is no different anything except that it's in space.
So it's great to have you here.
I will say the voice acting is incredible. Most of the people are uniquely voiced. I've heard Aisha Tyler twice, and she voiced 2 different characters. And you know, you've got people like Adam Jensen here, and like the voice cast is phenomenal, and it's so well done, so well directed. Like this guy, like
You're welcome to just hang out if you want. Some come here to drink, others for the company. Everyone's welcome.
like it actually has genuine like feeling behind it. Like that actually feels like if I walked into a store in a city here, like that would just be how somebody talks to me. Like that's great. Bethesda games usually don't do that.
Yourself.
It's usually Skyrim belongs to the nerds. You know what I mean? Like it's just awful, and it's fantastic in this game. It's such a nice touch. We're not gonna buy anything right now. I'm pretty good for now, but yeah, the dialogue, the writing, and how everything is designed is typically really good. This time around, it's handled very well. And you can tell that there was a lot of effort put into story structures and why people say the things that they do. There's a news broadcast going on right now. That's okay. Yeah, that's all fantastic. Those were all complaints that I had with Oblivion. A lot with Oblivion, because Oblivion had like 6 voice actors, and it was very frustrating to play at times. And Skyrim was like better. It had like 15 voice actors, including Colonel Campbell. But this game has like 500, like 1,000 maybe. I don't know. Like there's a lot of unique voices. They still have their bullshit, like the ancillary dialogue. But the actual like voiced lines, like that's not the ancillary dialogue, is fantastic. The game design is still.
You got time for a quick chat? I'd appreciate it when you're able.
Oh, shut up. See what I mean?
Make it through is a victory in my book.
See what I mean? Like that's a typical Bethesda game design thing, where it's just like the AI is like, I have to do this now. We're going to do this now. And he has said that literally 50 times. And then he will say his ancillary line of dialogue either right before or right after. The game is at such odds with itself at times. It's really funny. Because like there's this huge like immersive world aspect to it where they're really trying to, but then like you upgrade your ship, like even if you just like upgrade in place like your laser to like the next step up that just does like 20 more damage or whatever, the inside of your ship that you just spent all that time like placing books down or like plushies down or whatever, immediately gets reset and it all goes to your cargo hold and you have to rebuild all of it. So like it's halfway there. It's the same problem that I have with Fallout 4.
A lot of famous people.
Although it doesn't seem to just reset cells randomly like Fallout 4 did with its building mechanics. So that's kind of nice. Yes, there is settlement building in this game. Man, there's just so much I want to talk about. I don't know if I'm going to get this done in an hour. I haven't shut up and it's been like fucking 28 minutes already. Jesus.
I'm proud to be helping the Freestar Rangers.
This game really feels like what Fallout 4 should have been in a lot of ways, but goes back to what the Skyrim and Oblivions really did well. Well, here, let's go have this conversation. So for this, I joined a group called the Rangers, and I'm kind of doing like,
Just making my way.
yeah, good for you. See what I mean? Ancillary dialogue. It's just why you just shut up. Like this game doesn't need to be so fucking loud. It's okay for people to not talk every 4 seconds. So I joined a group called the Rangers, and I am kind of doing like, I hate to use the phrase Walker Texas Ranger, but that's basically what I'm doing. I'm just doing it in space. Like their outfits are even Walker Texas Ranger. Like fuck, like even my badge, which I literally carry on me, is Walker Texas Ranger. Like it's old Western, it's cast metal, and like it's and it's fun.
Not everyone gets to say they work at the Rock.
Stop talking to me. Like, I'm glad that you're happy. Just like fuck off. I mean, this guy. Oh, I need to give him a thing so he'll decrypt it.
He's probably right.
Okay, why are you standing up? Why are you?
Hey there,
Oh,
Deputy.
okay.
Way I hear it, you've been keeping busy jumping from one side of the Freestar Collective to the other. How do you like the job so far?
Feels good to be out there making
That's
a
good to
difference.
hear. So, what brings you by?
I mean, like the pausing and everything, like it's so well done compared to previous Bethesda games. I'm really enjoying the voice acting. It's very well done. So I gave him one previously. This is like a computer hacker guy. So I'm gonna check and see how he went on the first slate.
It's going well so far. I think I'm close to a breakthrough. With enough data, I'll be able to tell you everything they're up to.
Okay, well, got another one for you.
Well, what do we have here? Well, this is new. Very interesting indeed.
That was an awkward pause.
I'll see what I can do. If you can get me another one of these, it'll give me more context for the encryption and should speed things up. In the meantime, you be careful out there, Deputy. From what I've heard, these mercs mean business.
Yeah. Hey, I got an achievement. Cool.
Better this than being some dust wrangler on Montara Luna.
So that actually got me a lot of experience. I wanted to talk about the experience game. You really are kind of railroaded into doing quests.
Really bend your ear when you got a moment.
You know, I was going to talk about XP and everything, Sam, but fine. We can do the relationship thing right now. Let me just finish my thought real quick, though. So, like, combat, you get, like, 5, 10, 20 XP per combat thing.
Shit.
Can I help you? Okay, bye. Combat is, like, weird in this game. I'm really going to hope to show it off here, but, like... at least on very hard and on hard to some extent, but not others. Everything is a bullet sponge and like you just don't get experience for it. So like cranking up the difficulty really just feels like a waste a lot of times. But then I did that quest and I got 690 experience. So it's like, okay, well then maybe I just like don't need to kill people and I just need to do quests and just that's all I need to focus on. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing this game wrong. How dare I just have fun? Anyway, let's talk to Adam.
Seriously?
What the fuck is what is your problem? Do you need some help?
Don't you worry. Those walls are solid. Ain't no Ashton getting in here.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna quick save real quick just because I'm feeling a little frisky. So you're level 12. That's good to know. Well, that was 50 shells. Okay, that's fine. God, I love quick save and quick load on PC. It is very cathartic for when the AI just pissed you off. You can just be like, "Oh, really? Haha, blow your face off." You don't know what I've done in another life. You know, you fuck off and go over that way. All right, let's try to fuck Adam Jensen over here. I'm ready to be a mom. Come on, walk over this way. Unrelated. The AI have like a much farther distance before they start to follow you compared to other Bethesda games, and that's actually really bad in combat scenes because like they just won't follow you into elevators and such.
I don't got many friends, so I
But
figured
whatever.
I got to level with you.
Let's have an emotional
My past
conversation.
keeps showing up. I should get ahead of it before I get behind it. Hell, this is tougher than I thought it was going to be.
So this is the third or fourth conversation I've had with him emotional. And I have been flirting with him, obviously, because I want to be Mrs. Sam. So, no matter what happens, Sam, I'm in your corner.
That means a lot. When I turned 18, my dad used one of his many connections to get me my first real job. That, plus the magical co-family name, meant I was shipping freight out of Aquila. If there's a way to take the wonder out of space, it was working for that outfit. Every milligram of helium-3 accounted for. Timetables down to the second. Too busy to ever really appreciate anything. Or even look up.
Can I help you? Oh yeah, this is a Bethesda game, all right. All the charm of accounting wrapped up in bureaucracy. Joy.
Yeah, that's about the size of it. So, an opportunity comes by from the boss man. He says, run this job, don't ask questions, and there's a bonus. Hell, I was still just a kid. I jumped on it. I knew I wasn't shipping some dried mangoes, but suddenly, God help me, it was fun.
Yeah, that was my first thought before this text even popped up. Oh, this will not end well.
You think? So,
hello?
More jobs started.
My guy.
coming,
Thank you.
and everywhere I went, suddenly dangerous people were much better armed. I'd hear about armed conflicts and civilian casualties, innocent casualties. And I'd pretend that wasn't me. Maybe I wasn't smuggling weapons, maybe I was carrying something else. As long as I never open the boxes, I can keep pretending.
Ooh, that's a little heavy. Okay. So for a little bit of background context, like this guy Sam, he was a ranger. He's a direct descendant of the guy who actually settled Aquila like 10 generations down or whatever. And like he's had his rough past, but he's trying to do the right thing, TM. Wow, I didn't really expect this out of Sam. Okay. You didn't kill those people.
Not directly. And I tell myself they'd get guns from someone else.
Can I help you?
But in my heart, I knew blood was on my hands. Soon the boss man's relying on me, and the pay was nice. We also started partying a lot together. Hard. There are whole weeks that are blank. Never had a lick of trouble. Till I did.
Were you that good at it?
At the time, I thought I was the bee's knees. But looking back, a lot of it was dumb luck. I swear my damn name got me out of trouble most of the time. Oh, you're a Cole like Solomon? They just waved me through.
Wow. Do you know you're walking a very dangerous path?
I had booze enough and drugs enough to never really have to look too hard in the mirror. I knew if I did, I wouldn't like what I saw. Or where it was going.
Sounds like your boss took advantage of you.
Yeah, but it takes two to tango. To this day, I don't know what I was running that last job. But it was tasty enough, a whole mess of Crimson Fleet jumped me at the rendezvous. Yeah, a sane man would have been scared. But I looked at my pissant trading skiff's dual cannons and shouted, "Oh, this is on!" Yeah, I blew up one of the pirates before they realized that I was out of my gourd. I managed to get them down to 2 left before every system I had was fried. I was done. And that should have been the end. But that's when the Rangers showed up.
I could absolutely see you doing that. But I'm going to ask the bottom one. So this is a standard Bethesda game where it's like, oh, here, the ones with the periods advance the dialogue. The ones with the question is just extra dialogue. It's very paint by numbers at times, and it's kind of frustrating, but you do get additional dialogue. I'm not sold on how they implemented it, but whatever.
It just felt right. Like this is what I was meant to be. And I was young, no care in the world. I thought, what, there's only 7 of you? I like those odds.
So you got from 7 to 2? That's actually impressive. I could absolutely see you doing that.
Yeah, well, I don't flinch from living life on the edge a little. Anyway, and then, dependable and straight as an arrow, Lillian Hart came on the comm, and well, it's like hearing the voice of an angel. The Rangers took them out, no problem. All that's fuzzy, though. See, I passed out. And when I came to, Lillian was there. Seems the Rangers were impressed with me. Offered me a job. Yeah, by all rights, it should have been a prison cell, but Lillian, she saw something in me. And I took the job. And that's it. All my cards are on the table.
So Lillian, for context, is the mother of his daughter and his ex. And they try to be co-parents and blah, blah, blah. All that good stuff. It's really sappy stuff. And Lillian knew you were a smuggler?
Officially, my cargo was destroyed by the fleet. Unofficially, hell yes, she knew. She jettisoned it herself. I don't know why she did it, but she stuck her neck out for me. And after she helped me sober up and put the mess I was back together.
So that's it? Nothing more?
Look, I'm guilty as hell of smuggling who knows what. And there are people I dealt with, bad people, that would recognize me. But I swear I did more questionable stuff for the Rangers, under orders, mind you, than I ever did as a smuggler.
You aren't that kid anymore. You're probably a better person for it.
Well, after I hit bottom, I learned a lot. Fast. But the thing that scares me is Cora. I mean, I gotta tell her someday. Sometimes the way she looks at me, I'm not worthy of that. But to see that look gone...
Flirt. Just know I'm here for you, Sam, with my heart, always.
That means a great deal to me. Just so you know, all this is why Lillian is something else. And I really need to own that. And have a tough talk with Lillian. Tell her about that follow-through you mentioned. Cora's at an important age right now. Every visit counts. You can't flake on her. Well, for now, let's do something more cheery. Like getting a root canal.
That was a weird audio edit right there. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like the game is flawless, because it's not. I also don't want to sit here and nitpick the game, because like the game it's very solid. But at the end of the day, it's a Bethesda game, and like Bethesda games are just it's like playing an Assassin's Creed game. If you're playing an Assassin's Creed game, you know you're just playing the checklist simulator, you know? But that doesn't stop it from being fun. Like people fucking rag on people who play Call of Duty. Like, okay, sure, you play Call of Duty, but like nobody ever gives anybody who plays Assassin's Creed shit. I don't know, I'm ranting. Really, at the end of the day, this is just another Bethesda game, and if Bethesda games are your jam and you vibe with it, you're gonna vibe with this game. There are massive issues that I have with it. There's a ton of stuff that I have with it, but like that conversation, I don't know how riveted you're going to be with that conversation because you didn't have the previous dialogue to go with it. But like that was a massive step up, both in terms of voice acting, in terms of direction, and in terms of writing, and in terms of emotional involvement than I've ever felt in a Bethesda game. There are elements that the game does right. Like, look at this monster. I built this. It's awful. It's horrendous. It's disgusting. I should be in jail for building this awful thing. I built this like backwards. I decided to keep it because I thought it was funny. Like, this one's right. Like it points backwards like you would expect a Heinlein to do. But the other one I didn't. Because I'm stupid and I suck and I decided to find it adorable. And the Bethesda game let me do it. And like, while there's a lot of like really deeper systemic stuff that Bethesda games just don't let me do that really frustrate me, they nail the basic stuff. And that's why everybody and their grandma has played Skyrim and enjoyed it. Because they just nail the basic stuff that just lets you like turn on the game, like fuck around for an hour, like do some weird quests and do something new, and then just that's it. You're done. Like, it doesn't have to be super deep. It doesn't have to do anything. But in this game, they fixed a lot of that.
Turn off the grav drive so we can float around.
The deep is there if you want it, but also it doesn't have to be. It can be extremely shallow if you want it to be. And that's fantastic. I appreciate that. So now that we've done that, now that we've turned that one in, there is another quest that we can do. We're going to do another one. That landed quest, that landed text is not centered, and it has been driving me nuts for days. We're going to go to... So I want to do an actual quest with you guys. Maybe we'll do a story quest. Maybe we'll do a side quest. I want to do both, but like I've been here for 45 minutes and I feel like I've talked about so much. And at the same time, I feel like I haven't talked about fucking anything. Like there is just so much I want to discuss with this game. So let's do this. Let's pick a side quest real quick. We'll see how it goes. And at the very end, after I've discussed everything I want to about the combat, after the perks and everything, if there is still more time and it's not going to turn into a 2-hour video, we'll do the next story mission just so I can show you guys more of the voice acting and crazy stuff. And also I just kind of want to play the story because I literally haven't played it in about 2 days of game time. So it's about time. So let's see, what's something that I can do that isn't turning in a quest. Okay, this seems like a fun one. I don't know if I'm high enough level now. Oh, I upgraded my ship, so this will be fun. Oh, this will be awful. Oh boy. Okay. So, I guess before we do this, let me play with my ship a little bit here. So let's just go ahead and take off.
Lifting off now.
That animation oddly never gets old. Both the UI animation and the takeoff animation. Although I'm very upset because it doesn't play all the time. And there's some times where I wanted to play and it just doesn't play. I've never actually had a... Oh, that ship just grav jumped out? Yeah, it looks like it grav jumped out. Oh, there's somewhere else I can just land and explore there. Oh man, I haven't even talked about like landing on planets. Oh fuck, this is gonna be a 2-hour goddamn video. There's just so much to talk about. And like, I'm not doing it very efficiently. That's okay. And like, but that's okay because like it's a Bethesda game. Don't do everything efficiently. That's part of the fun. So I guess I should probably explain my ship first. That's why I jumped into space. So as you can see, I have upgraded the stock ship quite a bit. I added an extra set of engines. I added a very long extra cargo bay. I'm sorry, not cargo bay, habitation bay at the bottom. I added kind of like a ladder thing to go up to the cockpit. I added extra weapons. I added like a whole bunch of shit, extra cargo, like all kinds of crazy shit. My ship now handles horribly. Look at how much I have. 21 reactor power, one of which is reserved for grav jumping. And like I turn so slow now. Like I'm just, this is a complete 360. Like my mouse is off my desk. Like it's so slow. But that's okay. She's built like a steakhouse, but handles like a bistro. The thing that makes it okay is your ship has an extra cargo pod. So like, you know, the issue with Skyrim is like, oh, I'm just always running out of inventory space, blah, blah, blah. But this game has crafting. So what you can do is you can actually store a lot of your materials in your ship. The stock one has what, 425 mass? Mine now has 1750. And for the record, I don't have any of the perks that increase my capacity, wherever that is. Yeah, here we go. So like 10%, 20%, 30, 50. None of that unlocked yet. I actually just literally unlocked piloting. So, yeah, there's a lot you can do. I've been focusing on the combat stuff just because the combat has been so weak. I don't know, like part of me is like, I should just keep talking about the ship, but the other part of me is like, no, like let's go do a mission. So let's go do a mission, and then afterwards we'll see how I'm feeling and we'll talk about the ship more. Then I don't know, there's, like I said, there's just so much more. I'm just gonna be a 2-hour fucking video, and that's after I edit it. What mission did I say I was going to do? I said I was going to do the Crimson Fleet one. I actually don't know, because of how slow my ship is, how well this is going to go. I haven't been able to upgrade my shields because I think I already have the maximum shields, and you can't add 2 shield modules, so I have to get more perks to allow me. That's why I got piloting, was so that would allow me to put Class B gear instead of only Class A. It's a long story. Don't worry about it. So I have to jump to here. So here's what I'm gonna do before we do that. I'm gonna save just because I don't trust anything. And the last time I tried to do this combat encounter, I got my fucking booty rocked. but I've also got amazing new weapons that I haven't tested yet. So we're just going to try it and see what happens. I hit the wrong button. Sorry, guys. Let's go over to the star map. Okay. So I think I just have to jump to the system. Yeah, I just have to jump to the system. So if you don't select any planet, you can just set course. That's the X button by default, or mind controls. No, apparently you can't do that. So I'm going to pick a planet, I guess. Murford 1. That sounds like fun. Let's jump to you. Yeah, okay, that's perfectly fine. Jump. Yeah, nice little animation. I haven't grav jumped yet. It's still only 6 seconds. Okay. Not gonna lie, I was really hoping that the grav jump would take like 50 seconds now that I've done all my upgrades.
Nice job. We're right on target.
So this game has power systems. Whoa, they're all right on top of me. Okay, so much for talking about power systems. We're just gonna go right into combat. Mouse and keyboard. That's another ship that just grav jumped around top of me. Wow, these weapons are great. Oh, my shields are awful. Okay, this is bad. I'm gonna die before I can even really talk about combat. Okay, so you've got six systems you can power. Depending on how many weapons you have, at the very minimum, you'll have 4 systems you can power, and I'm already dead. Cool. So I'm glad that all my upgrades are useless. I need more shields. So we're going to not do that mission. Woo! That was great. Okay, so you've got 6 systems down here. You can kind of see it in the lower left-hand corner. You hold Alt, and then you use WASD. AD selects the system that you want to power up. W and D reduce or add power. So you upgrade your reactor. You get more individual power levels that you can use to upgrade. More power means things recharge faster. They also might do a little bit more damage. Or like it depends on the system. Like weapons, they recharge faster. They might do a little bit more damage, or they might have an additional chance to proc an effect or whatever. They might reload faster. They might do all that stuff. So if you put more power into your engines, so let me reduce my engines down to engine number 1. So now if I fully crank up my engine, which is this little knob right over down here, if I fully crank it up with how fucking heavy my ship is, I'm only going 12 speed. I don't know what unit that is. Before I did all my upgrades, I could fly up to, I think it was like, if I did like 3 or 4 notches, it was like 75. I think 75 was 3. And then if I did 6 notches, it was like 150, 160. But then I made my ship a gigantic lumbering behemoth, and now just nothing works. So I have to crank it up to 6 to get like the slow speed that I had before, which ain't great. You can also adjust. So like if you have shields, so like if I pop the shields down to 1, they'll pop down to 25, up to 100. You can also turn all your systems off and reduce all their power. And if you do that, what happens is that you kind of go stealth. So like you might sneak past people if like there's people way off in the system and like you grav jump in and they don't see you. You can reduce your power down. The downside is that it will take you 47 years to get anywhere, especially if you've got a ship like mine. So let me crank up the engine to max now. So this is a more reasonable speed, 150. Then I can hit shift to go turbo. So I'm like, I can get up there. It's just like 580 when I'm turboing. Like that's respectable. But I still turn like shit. The speed doesn't really affect your turn rate. That's all based on your mass and like your build and everything. And you have to like put engines in and like all kinds of other stuff to like distribute your mass better, like all kinds of stuff. So anyway, so let's see. So we're gonna do 6, 4 shields is always what I do. Here lately, I'm doing max shields. I'm doing 6 engines. I'm doing 1 electromagnet. This is an EMP weapon. It charges very slow if I do this, but EMPs have a small chance to penetrate shields and actually disable a system. so you can kind of do a lot of havoc with that. Like you can, I have a targeting module, so I can like actually target someone's like engines, for example, and I can just knock them offline and they just can't move. Or I can target their weapons and knock them offline, they can't move. I can knock their shields offline. That's less health I have to burn through, blah, blah, blah. The issue I'm running into with space combat is shields are useless and hull damage you just burn through, like you saw in the last encounter. It was basically useless. The strategy that I've developed is just basically hitting shift and just sprinting at people full force and just doing everything I can to make sure they can't keep a lock on me and just pecking away at them. That's the only thing that seems super effective. I think a lot of that will change as I get better weapons and as I get more perks. But as it is right now at level 20 without any starship perks, space combat on very hard really sucks. It's very bad, as you just witnessed. Like I just immediately got yeeted. Granted, normally what happens is they warp in on the other side of the system and there's like this, oh, we're flying towards each other thing, and then you have to like pick your target and do all that stuff. That one was a little unusual where we just kind of warped in on top of each other. But I died at basically exactly the same rate. So like that rate that I took damage at, that's what you should expect to also take damage at. Unless you've got a different, more built out ship. Now that we've, I guess, demonstrated shitty space combat, let's pick a different mission. I want to do an actual mission. So there's a lot of fun stuff that I want to show off, and I just don't want to because of spoilers. But like, there's this mission right here about another shift. Like that's a fun one. There's a lot of just like, and the Radiant Quest system, like that's a Radiant Quest, and you just keep doing that as much as you want. But there's like lore reasons for why you're doing that, and also the lore reasons are very applicable. I'll give you a little bit of a spoiler. It's manufacturing drugs. But they're legal drugs, but only on that one planet and only in that one area. And like, there's a lot of caveats to it, and you have to like do things specifically to get to that point. But it's just fun because like I infiltrated the company and like I learned how to make their drug, and now I can just work a shift there whenever I want to in order to traffic their drugs. And that's just fun. You know, it's goofy. It's silly. It's a lot better than the other Skyrim Radiant quests where it's like, oh, go find this, or not Skyrim. What's his name? Preston Garvey with Fallout 4, where it's like, oh no, another settlement needs your help. Go over here and help these 2 people against like 20 raiders. It's like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'll do this for the 9th time. Like, no, it's like it's different and it's fun. You also get like a lot of inconsequential, like you're just walking around and you let people talk quests. So like, I don't know how like any of these are. That one will take me to the drug planet, so maybe that'll be fun. Well, I already have a star parcel package, so maybe I can just deliver it. It's on Sidonia, which is where I just was. That's boring. I don't want to go to Earth. That's spoilers. God, there's a lot of just like really like spoilery stuff. Let's do this one because it's the first one, I guess. I don't know. See, now because my ship is so fucking big, I can't make as many jumps as I used to be able to. So can I not just jump there? There we go. A complaint that I have, which has apparently already been fixed by mods, the UI runs at 30 frames a second, which you may or may not have noticed. Some of it runs at 60, like those weird wave animations are definitely running at 60. But a lot of the animations are running at 30. And that's very frustrating.
Well, you didn't put us into a planet, so
Uh-oh.
you must be in the right place.
Oh no, more combat! Okay, well this guy's level 12, whatever. Alright, let's just boost. I want to give more to my EM right here. Let's see what that does. That does nothing. My shields are already offline. My hull's already hurt. And I'm already dead. That's fine, I guess. Let's try an autosave, I guess. We'll try to do this again. I might just have to immediately grab jump away, guys, because these bounty hunters are literally because of that perk that I have, and like it's fun, but like when the space combat is this shit, it's pointless, you know? Okay, well I took out this guy's jump drive apparently, so he can't jump away, and he's about dead. Got him. Cool. Now my shields are offline. Let me just boost away. Oh, hey, look, I've got friendly ships. They're helping defend me. There we go. Okay. See, the space combat is super RNG dependent, and I'm really not enjoying it. Okay, well, my shields are starting to come back, and then you just ruined them. Good thing these other bounty defenders are, yeah, they are officially called bounty defenders, right? Yeah, bounty defender. They're level 4. These guys are level 12, so. Oh, let's see if I can, hang on. I want to see if I can, how do I do the targeting thing? Never mind, they're dead. Okay. All right. What's your hail?
Those greedy bastards. Don't they know your bounty ain't big enough? You all right over there? You didn't get hurt, did you? Because the bounty on your head gets bigger the longer you live. So we just want to make sure it stays that way.
I don't care so long as salvage rights are mine.
Now, pick 'em clean for all we care. What's yours will be ours sooner or later anyway. So, you keep that pretty little mug of yours alive until it's enough for us to retire, okay? Be seeing ya.
Yeah, so that's the bounty perk. It's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, because it's enjoyable getting random combat encounters in space when the combat encounters aren't complete bullshit. Again, I think a lot of that might just be because I'm on very hard. Very hard is not balanced in the slightest, but that's okay. Maybe I should bump it down to normal and just stop caring and just turn my brain off and just let it be mush and just have boring combat.
That room of yours better be clean next time I go in there.
I'll get to it, Dad. I promise.
This ain't my getting around to a tone. You understand?
Fine, okay. I'm going.
So this is the looting in space mechanic, as I'm sure you were able to figure out, because it's not exactly complicated what I'm doing. Basically, you just have to get within range of whatever object is on screen, then you can interact with it. If there are other ships, you can hail them. And if you get close enough to them, if they are enemies and they're damaged enough, you've taken out their engines, and they're almost destroyed, you can actually dock them, board them, and kill the crew on board and actually capture their ship. If they're friendly, sometimes you can just kind of dock them and it'd be okay. Other times it's been weird. I've docked friendly ships and then like it did the whole like, oh, kill everybody and take over the ship mechanic. So I don't know. That may have just been a weird oversight for that one mission. Who knows? All right. I don't have a reserve power. Yeah, I guess I didn't explain this earlier. That's why I typically have like my systems with like 1 in reserve. If you have 1 power in reserve, the grav jump will automatically spool up. And you can grav jump in combat. So if you grav jump in and there's a combat encounter that you can't get away from, you can just grav jump away. Which I like that. That's a nice lore thing. That's fun.
Grab drive spinning.
United colony to space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
There we go. So yeah, if you have cargo that is considered illicit, so like, I don't know, stolen artwork or like people's organs or shit, unless you have the right stuff in order to smuggle cargo, you will get scanned, you will get found, and you will go to jail, and you will not collect $200. Not that it really matters. It's a fun thing. You have to actually, you can get like shielded cargo, and there's also perks that will help that. I want to just, yeah, normally you can just kind of select it, but I guess because there's just so many objectives here that you can't really do that. Yeah, so this is like this is like basically the first planet you're gonna land at. So this is Jemison. This is where the lodge is for Constellation. It's like the hub for them. I'm really not gonna get into them right now. we're going to just land. So you've got a few different things that you can land at as you discover them. These are basically just additional fast like teleport locations that you can land at, so you don't have to walk around. If you want to land at the planet and walk around, not in the city, land at the landing area. If you want to land in the city at the actual landing bay and walk around, you want to land at New Atlantis. Weird, I know. That's the name of the city, but that's where you have to land because that is the actual that's the actual landing pad. If you pick any of these other things, they teleport around, or an also landing area is just a random unexplored area outside the city limits for some reason. Very poor naming condition, I know. I kept orbiting and landing at the landing area like 5 or 6 times before I was like, what the fuck is happening? I hate this game. We're going to land at New Atlantis just because, like I said before, I don't like to fast travel. I like to walk around, and there's no landing animation. That's upsetting. See, sometimes it does it. Sometimes it just doesn't. That's one thing that I'm looking forward to is a mod that just makes it so that way it just always happens.
Look at that. This place is something else.
That monstrosity of a ship. It's so bad looking. Okay. So this is New Atlantis. First city you land at. Blah, blah, blah. I already said all this. I'm going to keep going. Hey, there's scanners here.
Welcome back to the pride.
Yay. Okay. So I have to go in here, I guess. What is this? Oh, is this a recruitment office that I just found myself in?
See the inside of the security office. Here's hoping the streak continues.
Okay, see, like, the fun ancillary dialogue from, like, companions, I'm okay with that. Because it's context sensitive. It's not just like, have you heard of the Nords and the Stormcloaks? You know what I mean? Hello, Sergeant Yumi.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
I don't want to clear my bounty. I like my bounty perk. Job, tell me about it.
Part-time security officer. The position's very flexible. You can basically work whenever you're available. No pressure. We've had some
Bethesda game
gaps
design.
in the schedule lately. Macy's out on maternity leave. Jose's on loan to Sidonia. When it rains, it pours type of situation. So really, we just need someone to fill the void. Interested?
Sure, why not? I'll be a security guard.
First things first, I have to ask, do you have any security experience at all?
Why? Oh yeah, I totally was head of security for the Astral Lounge on Neon for like 8 years. I'm gonna be an asshole. Oh, Sam was probably gonna hate this. I'm gonna have to load this save. I'm gonna pick this because it's so funny, but I'm gonna have to load my save, I bet.
Oh yeah? And I'm the CEO of Galbank. Look, I can appreciate a wise ass, but if I catch you lying for real, we're going to have a problem. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details. Well, just because you're bringing it here doesn't mean that's where it'll end up. As for why, you can ask Aegis. As far as I'm concerned, it's none of my business. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, whatever, dude. Man. So there's some weird like editing pauses, as I'm sure you saw there. That's because they play the same, like you can pick one of the options, and no matter which one you pick, they'll still play the same audio dialogue at the end.
She did. God, that was ages ago.
Anyway, so like sometimes like it'll be a conversation like that where like there'll just be like a weird like awkward hard cut into like a different topic, and that's just so that way Bethesda can funnel you into the experience they want you to have. I don't have a waypoint. Missions.
No funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
I fucking hate that mechanic. I've hated it since Skyrim. I've hated it since Oblivion. I've hated it in Fallout 4. I've hated it in Fallout 3. Stop making references to shit that I'm wearing. It's annoying as fuck. Okay. So let me... No? Oh, the button I wanted. I guess I have to go here and then mission. Does missions... Why does missions only have a hotkey in some menus and not others? That's annoying. All right. So I did that, but why didn't it... That's it? Where's the mission? Oh. Wait, is the mission actually... Oh, I have an actual mission category for it now. That's why. Okay. Well, that could have been a little bit smoother. But again, like I said, like this is the kind of stuff that you just expect from Bethesda games where it's like, like whatever. Like it's a time killer. It's not anything crazy. Like that's a hard cut. That's weird. Tram clips into the fucking environment on the left-hand side, but like nobody cares because it's a fucking Bethesda game, and I hate using that as an excuse.
You need something?
For other games, but I need to be able to see.
Another day, another credit.
Good for you.
It's a done deal. Our whole office is getting moved to Gagarin.
Really? Ugh. What's there to even do on Gagarin?
Beats me, but the financials make sense.
Well then, we're going to have to give you one hell of a send-off.
You, madam, have a deal.
That's another thing that I like. The weird dialogue between NPCs. Vastly improved. They must have hired like a new... I don't want to say audio engineer. What's the word I'm looking for? It had to be like a director of dialogue or... Like, who's the guy who... Like, I guess a director of... Well, no, it wouldn't be a director of photography because that's like cinematics and shit, right? Is director of audio a title? Why is that like underwater? I don't think it is underwater. I think it's just in the lobby and I'm stupid because I'm talking and I'm not paying attention where I need to go. Can I just break this glass? No, I can't. James is angry. James is talking. James is thinking about other things. James is just chilling, having a good time playing Starfield. Is it now? You just did the same fucking thing I did. Fucking fat ass. You felt like a rock. Oh, of course, and now it's just an elevator. Well, I guess I'm going down, so whatever. I'll forgive the game. Yeah, actually, I kind of wanted to like do a stream of this game, and then I thought about it, and I'm like, I haven't streamed in like a very long time. I don't have my stuff set up for it. I have to do all kinds of audio tests. And now I'd be streaming to YouTube instead of Twitch, so like that's all new, and like I'd have to figure all that out. And I was like, I'm not really prepared for that. This is like a nice compromise, but I might just do a stream where I'm just fucking around rather than trying to talk about.
Same as anyone. Just be aware that you are being monitored.
Okay, you're really cool and edgy, my guy. You want to actually... Oh, what the fuck is wrong with your face? Nope, don't do that. That's the wrong thing. That's what I wanted to do. Are you like you trying to like stop smoking? Like Jesus.
I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to discuss the details of my division's work.
The depth of field in this game is really weird and awkward, and I don't like it. The camera angles are very close. They're very centered. They're uncomfortable. And also, what is with this? Like, he is like way off in the distance. He should be blurred. And he has the same focus as this guy, but this guy's blurred? Like, their depth of field is like really messed up. And like it looks fake. Like, I don't know if it's like cranked too high. Like it's very artificial looking. I don't like it. It took me a very long time to kind of get used to it.
You're Sergeant Yumi's recruit. You're taller than I expected.
The fuck does that mean, you racist? I'm not sure how you would know that. There you go.
Statistical average, psychological tendencies, a sergeant's need to tower over his subordinates. But really, it was just a joke. I meant nothing by it. In any case, let me fill you in. We have a dead drop that we think has been compromised. So I'd like someone from UC Security to handle the pickup instead. Take the package back to Sergeant Yumi, and he'll check it in as evidence before it gets routed back to Aegis.
Yeah, why meet with me personally?
Well, I told the sergeant that anyone hired for this job should get my stamp of approval first. Nothing personal. It's just this sort of work isn't part of your normal detail.
You say that. It's literally the first thing I did. I didn't even fill out paperwork, and this guy was just like, "You want a job? Yeah, go to talk to this guy." See, that's okay. There are moments where the dialogue and the writing is really bad. It's mostly the side quests. But I can't say that because it was mostly the main quests before. So I bet you the same person who wrote the main quests up to this point probably wrote this quest too. That's me being an asshole. I'm sorry.
There should be a GalBank ATM right next to the station. The package is taped under one of the benches. Grab it and deliver it to Sergeant Yumi and the job's done.
Sure, whatever. I don't
Good
care.
luck with the mission.
Like, I really don't care about any of this because like it's like they expect me to be like, "Oh, what's in the package?" And I'm like, I literally don't care. I've been on this job for 12 seconds. I don't know anybody. I don't know who you are. I know who Mast is, but that's because I have meta knowledge. But like, I don't know who that guy is. But like, at the same time, I don't really care to know because like the game just kind of shoved him in my face and was like, "Hey, here's this really cool guy. You should get to know." That's a lot. This is a lot of the same issues that I had with the intro, and that's why I made the joke about like, "Oh, whoever wrote that is who wrote this quest," because it's paced just as awkwardly and just as painfully.
That's convenient. Kilo City could really use something like that.
It's literally fast travel, my guy. Oh boy, this is a really fascinating quest. This should have been done back when I was like level 2 instead of like level 20. That's okay though. Ooh, oh yeah, we're just jumping over everybody. Oh, it's crazy. Once you get the mouse dialed in, it's really nice.
How's the investigation going? Still have questions? Go ahead and ask.
No, I don't. Here's your package.
Nicely done. It's really hard to find good help these days.
My guy, I literally just had to walk
That
like 20
being
feet.
said, my luck seems to be turning around. We've gotten a lot of new personnel as of late, not just you. Who knew all I had to do was put up a sign? Well, I have you now, so I probably won't hire another person for a while. Anyway.
Didn't you just say that you hired like 20 other
If I have
people?
any more work for you, I'll let you know.
Guess that's it. That gave me 100 experience? Oh, the XP scale in this game was like way fucked. What the hell? This is like a level 1 nothing quest. And then level 20, it gave me 100 experience, but like fighting combat encounters gives me like 50 if I kill like 4 or 5 people.
If it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
I didn't leave anywhere, my guy.
Crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for morale.
What? How? I haven't done anything for crime or for morale. I literally just picked up a package under, like, it's been 12 seconds. How do you even know that? Oh, right. This is a Bethesda game. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'll stop with the bit. So, well, that was a very boring side quest. I was really hoping I'd find a side quest with combat. But I didn't find it. So, I guess instead what we'll do... Oh, that's an annoying thing I can talk about. We'll go do another side quest, and I'll try to think of one that does combat without being too spoilery. But yeah, something I wanted to talk about. So if the game is ever doing a loading screen and you hold a button in advance, like I'm holding W right now. Now if I hold S and then let go, yeah, it just completely ignores my W. That's super cool. But if I let go of my W, I don't know how well that came across. I was trying to prove by the sound that I let go, but whatever. Anyway, if you press that button during the fade out, it won't register that button pressed until you press it again, which is super annoying. Like if I can see anything on the game screen, you should start to acknowledge my button presses. Like there's literally no reason not to. There's literally actually no reason not to. Nice feature. I can jump straight to the cockpit. Now that button's Y? No, I wanted that. Oh, Y is not a good button for that. I'll have to fix that.
That's my girl.
What the hell is that? Oh, right. My ship is broken. I forgot because I got into combat. Should probably go heal that. You can get ship parts and you can actually heal in combat. But what I like to do...
You should inspect your ship for anything I can help you with.
Yeah,
We're
1,000
able to
credits.
land it, so I'm sure whatever is broken can be fixed.
Nope. Go away. I hate that. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Wee. Wee. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having fun. Y'all should try having fun sometimes. Okay, so let's find a mission with some combat because I want to get my dick dirty. This one might be a little fun. So no, this is gonna be a stealth thing. It's gonna be on the same planet. I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to do one that's not like obviously like. Okay, we'll do this one. Fuck it. We'll go to the distress call. That can either be a ship. That can either be a planetary mission. We'll figure it out. I could always go to the bounty boards because I'm a ranger. It's way the fuck over here. I have no idea what's going. Oh, that's so many stars. That's level 65. Okay. Well, you can just hold on to that one for a little bit. We're gonna do a different one. Sorry to disappoint you. Let's do. I guess we'll just deliver this package. Like I was trying to like do something a little bit more interesting, but like I don't know. Like I guess I could just pick one of the random names to like meet people, or I guess I could just like go to this. I thought Sidonia was in my system. Oh no, Sidonia is the base that's on Mars, right? So that's gonna be a nothing mission as well. So. Maybe I should cut this and then come back whenever I actually find a good mission. We'll talk to James. And not just because he's got my name. It's actually entirely because he has my name. No, I just figured, you know, picking not the very first one on the list. Because the last one was level 65. Maybe this one will be decent. Okay, level 5. That's fine. And my fat ass ship can't jump all the way. Oh, should I show off the ship editor and give myself more fuel while I'm here? I guess I might as well. Like if I'm gonna do this video, I might as well do it right. So yeah, let me show you the ship editor real quick. So here we go.
Hey, what can I do for you?
View modify,
Okay, no problem.
whatever, don't care. I don't want to upgrade, I want to build. Okay. Hi, last minute editing, James here. I may have gotten a little bit carried away with the shipbuilder, so there's going to be a cut here. I may have been building a ship for 50 minutes. So yeah, as much as I'd love to include it, it's really not anything interesting. It's me just kind of talking like, oh, maybe I should move this over here. Maybe I should move that over there. Oh no, I can't do that because blah, 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 whatever. It's not good. So sorry for the cut, but yeah, I got a little carried away. Confirm with R. There we go. Play check, and we are going to exit and accept. There we go. Everything is beautiful. That is awful. If I want to dock a ship, I have to go up like 2 ladders. I hate everything already. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, I like this. This is fine. This is a lot more fun. Let's see how she flies. Who are you? Where are you? Why is Cora all the way down here?
History of time. If you find any
What?
addition, any
What
at
is
all,
happening?
I will be your friend.
Oh, and then she's just in the cargo limit. Hell yeah, I'll board the cargo limit. Oh man, I have no idea how much of that I just cut out. I probably cut out a lot of that. Okay, so there's like stuff back here now, I guess. Literally nothing useful. That's really cool. But more hull. That's the important thing, right? So I have a lot more hull now. And this area makes a lot more sense.
Hello.
And now I have this area too. Okay.
What can I help you with?
All right, let's take off. Let's see how this bad boy reacts now.
Engines firing. Here we go.
It looks so stupid now. With all that freight, it looks so bad. Oh, there's the truck nuts. Yeah.
We're locking into orbit now.
Sweet. Okay. So, I spent way too long doing that. What was the mission that I selected? All right, I was just talking to James guy. Well, as you can see, the ship is already turning way faster. So, like, that's way better. Like, I'm okay with this. What's my top speed? Same as before, 85, 86, but like I'm turning faster. That's the important thing, is I like being nimble. Ship feels way more balanced too. Like I don't have too many weapons that I can't power them up with my current reactor level. In fact, honestly, I should have just removed the missile. And maybe I should even have removed one of the engines, because like I can't power up the ship enough to justify the engine. I don't know. Like, that's a hard one. All right, whatever. We got our thing. Let's go do it. Modulating. Yeah, get used to that one audio sting.
Hold while we scan your ship. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
I'm curious now. Where did I end up at? Oh, it was volley, so that was like nothing. So where's the farthest I can jump now? So if I was to jump here, jump range 21, half my fuel. So like you can see that like before I only had 50 fuel. So like I'm like really good now. It's like I could jump to here probably. Yeah, I can jump here. I could probably jump all the way to Fate. Okay, there's a different route. It's fine. Jump to Moloch. Cool. What's beyond Moloch that I can jump to? Can I jump to Shoza? No, that's just a different thing. What if I wanted to jump to Serpentis? Different route. What if I wanted to jump to... fuel-wise, actually, I could really... The only one... because I'd have to jump to Hyla and then down to Ophion. I could jump down to Ophion, but I can't jump beyond that because... that's super cool. So even though my ship is like as heavy as it is. All right, anyway. So let's land on the planet. So let's see what we got. Oh, this is on Neon. Oh, I was trying to avoid Neon. I was wanting to have some fun. We literally haven't done combat this whole time. Give me some combat. You know what? I'm starting to think that maybe we should just do the story missions and then I just do combat that way. So let's do that. We're going to jump back. I know, cringe. We're going to go talk to Vladimir, who's in a station over the planet. Might as well bump down my weapons a bit and just bump up my drive. My grav drive. Give me an instant grav teleport. The only reason that mechanic is there is for combat.
Navigational feedback checks out.
We're entering United Colony space.
Which, like, I get it, but, like... I don't want to go to Jemison. I want to go to the... No, he's in orbit. Oh, is he actually on the planet until... No, go to the Eye, a star station that constellation owns in orbit of Jemison. So why is it having me land on the planet? It's not. This game sucks. Okay. Screw you, EC. UC. So that's the in-system travel. You don't use your faster than light drive when you're in system. Oh, now it's scanning me. Slow down, James. Slow down, James. Okay, we're good. So first, you always like to hail because that's appropriate. It's you know, it's not being rude.
The eye is always open to Constellation.
And then you can dock, even though hailing a lot of times, if it's just a random thing like this, will just give you, you know, ancillary dialogue. Who cares? This docking cutscene I really like. I also really like that it's black and white.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
You have a direct button to board, so if you just want to immediately jump in and not walk through your ship, you can do that. If you want to get up and walk through your ship, you can. I love that they give you the option. Like, even when you're on planet side and you get to your ship, it's like, oh, do you want to walk through your whole ship, or do you want to just jump right into the cockpit and take off? Like, they just give you so many choices, and like it's nice. It's a little rare for a Bethesda game to give you choices about how you want to experience things.
Wonder if he's found anything.
I don't know, Sam. Let's go find out. Oh.
Do you require my assistance?
This is Vasco. He's my pet robot. Don't worry about him. I say that like you haven't seen him several times.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
You definitely sound Russian. You definitely have a Russian name. You definitely don't look Russian. I'm okay with it though. I'm chilling. This is good. Rook on deck. That's pirate talk, isn't it?
Former Crimson Fleet. An old jackalboons would be the term for it, back in my day. Left that life behind me. Even before I signed up with Constellation, I was retired.
See, there's like this weird uncanny valley with the cutscenes, and I think it's just a combination of the facial animation with like the camera and like the depth of field. Like something just feels off about these.
Been a while since I've seen your ugly mug. Nice to see you again, old friend.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts.
See, just fucking disses him.
But I got a little lost peeking through the eye.
Someone should have grabbed you. It was incredible.
Probably would have just gotten annoyed at being bothered. I'll catch a smile at our next big revelation. You know there's more to come. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive.
All right, I need to check on these leads in person.
You won't be the only Constellation out there. Andreja and Mateo are both following up on scans themselves. Mateo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man, and I'm worried.
I'll keep an eye out for her.
She's as tough as they come, but happy to lend a hand if needed.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting.
Oh boy, I don't want to do any of those on this video. That's fine. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be a story mission. The story is very much focused around you finding these artifacts. I'm not going to go into spoilers.
Home sweet home.
At least more than what we've already had. All right, because I docked, so I'm like on the top level. Oh, this is a weird ship layout. This is going to take me some getting used to. So yeah, like we found an artifact in the very beginning of the game. It made things go goofy. And that's why Constellation took an interest in me, and that's why I'm now tracking down a third one. What? He said a third one? Yeah, I know. I said I wasn't going to. Fuck, I hit the wrong button. Take me right to the cockpit. No, I hit the wrong button again. Ah, maybe that's a sign that I should stop playing here soon. Let's go ahead and undock. So I guess we're going to the quote-unquote fringes of space.
All green on release.
I can't wait for it to be like 4 planets away and it not actually be the fringes of space. Piazzi. Okay. Which one's you? Well, that didn't tell me anything. I thought those were names. Maps, that's what I want. Alright, so where are we going? Right here and right there. Fucking the fringes of space, huh? I've been like way the fuck over here, like way out of anyone's registered space, my guy. Whatever. I'm just upset because like obviously I've been playing the game well past what the story actually intended. And I'm just kind of being an asshole right now. It's fine. I just like, I wish the game that would give me like a subtle, just a one line. Be like, oh, I've already been way farther out. I'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like just a one little, like just a little wink. New Vegas was great for that kind of stuff. But this is a Bethesda game, so...
Switching over to standard engines.
Okay. You see Neva.
Unknown vessel.
Oh.
Prepare to submit to...
Wait, I know her. She's the one who helped on Altair 2.
Am I now?
This is Captain Young. Please acknowledge.
Oh, Captain Young. I did recognize that name.
It's nice to see you. Been busy risking your ass for total strangers, huh?
Yeah, I saved her. It seems I'm always coming to the rescue.
You are one of the strangest creatures I've ever met. A veritable anomaly. Do I have to? Fine. Private Psy says hi. No more passing messages. Decorum, Marines. So, Command signed off on our unauthorized training mission. Sadly lost some men, but training accidents happen to the best of us.
It was one hell of a training mission. Honored to go through it with you.
I stand by it. You'd make a hell of a Marine. But, damn proud to know you too. Command's shipping us off to parts unknown. But would you accept a final parting gift?
Absolutely, I'll take free ship. I'll take it, but we might bump into one another each.
But the galaxy's a big place. A lot of good people owe you their lives. Maybe one day some of us can return the favor. Young out.
Oh, okay. Dude, that pistol sucks. I mean, like, I'll take it. I'll sell it, but like, it sucks. I'm just being an asshole. Oh man, look at how nimble my ship is. Like, oh, I'm like moving around and stuff. Oh, this is so cool. All right, let's land on this planet. Where am I landing? Abandoned mine? Oh yeah, that's definitely not a bad thing. You can just plot an arbitrary landing spot, which sometimes you can land on. This one is not letting me land where I want to. I can land over here, Frozen Plains, but I have a feeling that it's the same Frozen Plains. Maybe it's just because of the type of planet, because it's rock and everything. It only lets me land on the places where I can walk or whatever. You can land right at the objective if you want to. A lot of times they will have landing pads, or you can land just a little bit away. I usually like to just land a little bit away and just walk over. This is a lot more fun. You get to experience the fauna, you get to experience the local flora, you get to do the mining a little bit.
Let's set it down.
Jumping on some. Yeah, everything there's good. Let's go ahead and exit. I already see some local wildlife. Oh, I can breathe on this planet? Hang on. What's the negative 10 degrees Celsius, 21% O2. So yeah, okay. It's weird. I feel like we would at least have the suits on for the cold, but sure. Like negative 10 Celsius is like no joke. Like that's not just like normal walking around in weather. That's like bundle up weather. Why is the ship wanting me to go over there? Ooh, look at these. That's pretty. So you can hit F to scan. There's all kinds of different materials. You can use these for crafting. I actually really need to stop with my mining because like my ship is like going to just be full, and like I don't have enough perks to like properly do crafting. So it's an issue. Frost reed. That's a new thing I haven't scanned. I haven't scanned these either. Good opportunity for me to mine it. I love how whenever I enter combat, my guy will use his gun, and I gave him a rocket launcher, so he just tried to rocket launcher this little thing floating in space. He will hit it after a while, by the way. Yep. You don't have to kill them, obviously, but like I have a weird obsessive compulsive thing where I have to just min-max all of the stuff. I need everything right now. That's a problem, I know. Let's see. The first time you land on planets, you can just kind of walk around. You can check things. You can see the lot with the wildlife. That was level 15. Okay. I was gonna say, it seems like this is like mostly a low-level planet. Oh, these guys are mad. There you go, rocket launcher. There you go. Oh, this gun sucks so bad. Give me the pistol. Oh, some of these are level 15. Okay. So this is what I mean about the combat. Like these creatures are like level 1. And like that guy had 3 bars of health, so he's not normal. But like a lot of them just take a lot of health away. Like look at my health right now. Like I'm already in the red. So it's like I get like 2 or 3 hits from like anyone who's like relatively close to my level, and just that's it. I'm done. Meanwhile, this is a lot of crafting materials. I got some sealant. That's fantastic. I need that for crafting. Fuck that story mission. Eh? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Thank you, Sam. Come back here. Oh, I wish this game had assassinations. That'd be so cool. Melee! I'm gonna fucking die now. Oh, I don't have any med packs. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, well, what you can do if you don't have any med packs is you just eat all of the food in your inventory. The food in this games are really shit. It's like 2 damage, 3 damage, 5 damage. If you're really lucky, you get 10 health. Ooh, you gotta eat like 20 of them. And it's just like, oh, I don't want to waste these other buffs. Like that's 2% more XP. I don't want to waste that on one guy. And like there's like celery, and I'm like, well, like maybe that's a crafting thing later on. I don't want to waste that. I hate this game sometimes. Yeah, we'll just drink all those. We'll instant oatmeal, eat that. Kiffles, this is a weird bug sometimes where like the background is just black. I back out of this entire menu and then I re-enter the inventory. That usually fixes it. Yeah, there we go. So now I can actually see what I'm drinking and eating. So like the Canuck Double Double. I love there's like this whole Canuck brand. They do all kinds of fun stuff. So this is coffee, but it's in just like a normal can. But like they also have like pancakes and like poutine and like all kinds of weird stuff in these exact same cans. It's lovely. It's nice. It's a nice story, you know. There's also red wine, but it's in like a little juice box. They get some beer in a juice box. It's nice fun. I'll eat that. I'll eat that. I'll eat that. Oh, I do have a med pack, but for some reason, because it's stolen, it won't let me use it. I guess I'll just manually use it. Whatever. We'll use that. I don't want to use the milk because milk can be like a crafting material. Because like I can also pick up coffee and that's a crafting material. So like it's like okay, I'm gonna make lattes in the future, but like I have to do some more cooking perks to unlock that. So that's why I'm like afraid to eat any of this food. But like you can also buy like pre-made food. This model looks really good, by the way. It makes me hungry looking at it. So we're gonna eat all that. Eat those pierogies. That's a lot of food. I'll eat that Raisin Bran cereal. You won't stop me. I'm an adult. Eat some naan. Oh, that naan looks actually like pretty good. Like they got the thickness right. They got the that's actually a little too thick. IMO. They got the browning right though. Oh yeah, Red Harvest spaghetti. Sign me up. Seaweed, 100 pack. Sure. There's all kinds of just fun stuff, you know? Yeah, give me just all of the water. Sushi rolls multi-pack? Absolutely, I'll take that. Syntha-meat? I'll just eat raw syntha-meat? Absolutely. Syntha-meat turkey? Absolutely. Veal? Absolutely. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one. A lot of these meals, as you can see, they're cooked. If they're cooked, you can sometimes get some better stuff. That's all stuff that I've bought. I can eat that. I'll eat this yogurt that's in a normal drink pouch for some reason. I guess because it's dairy, but... Okay. Well, there we go. I'm healed a little bit. Yep-doo. I really wanted to talk about more of the actual game. It's just like I said, just so much just keeps coming up and there's just so much to talk about in this game. It's crazy hard to try to keep up and be like focused on what you actually want to talk about. But I think, man, I'm upset because like there's been one or two times where I've landed a little bit away and then I was able to walk over to where I wanted to go. But this is seeming like it's not going to do what I wanted to do. So abandoned mine. Maybe that's the far off thing that's like way over there. So like we'll walk over there. Maybe I just landed too far away. Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the reason the game sucks. Definitely can't be the fact that the game just decided a random spot for me to land that wasn't anywhere spatially relevant or similar to where I told it to actually land me. No, it's definitely my fault. Oh boy, I'm starting to get cynical. That's that good. Oh boy. That means I've probably been doing this video for too long. That's okay though. We'll try to get this objective. Even if this isn't the actual like mission objective, there can be just random things to explore that you just find. Oh, there's the rocket launcher. I also find aiming like really weird and precise for no reason. Like there are shots where like my sight absolutely lines up with what I'm clicking on, and then it just like doesn't work. So I think it's because the guns in this game have like a natural like ADS spread, which is very uncommon in games nowadays. You typically don't do that, just specifically because it feels as bad as it does. Hang on, let me mine this neon. Oh, I don't think I can mine this. Oh yeah, it's one of the big old piles that I can't mine. This guy looks fun though. So as far as variety is concerned, sometimes you'll have these enemies like this that just have 3 chunks of red bar beneath. That's their overall health bar. As you decrease the white bar above, it will eventually drop one of the red bars. And then you have to go through their whole pool of health. Oh, that guy's level 25. This might be a little bit of a problem. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of a problem. Oh, okay. Hello. Time for an actual gun. Here's my shotgun. Eat it. 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 Oh, that's bad. Oh, this is bad. Yeah, there we go. I'm so glad I gave you a rocket launcher. Holy shit. That was unexpectedly intense for no reason. Because I did it with no worries. Then why did you throw a grenade over at these weird jellyfish things that were just floating? Oh, that's also floating. So that must be... There's going to be an artifact there. Except you missed horrifically. You need to get your head checked, my guy. Head or eyes, I don't know which. You need to get one of them checked. There is a, I guess I'm going to say injury mechanic system where if you get too close to some items like this over here is going to give me a toxic gas. There it is, gas vent in the lower left hand corner. You can break limbs, you can get pneumonia, you can get like infections, fevers, like all kinds of fun stuff, lacerations, and there are specific medicines to cure those conditions, which is a godsend if I'm being honest. Scan this location. Okay, there you go. I scanned this location. It is a gravitational anomaly, and that's it. Okay. Wow, that made me forget what game I was playing. And by that, I mean what I was doing when I was playing said game. I'm really starting to get tired because it's like almost 3 o'clock in the goddamn morning. And I really just want to finish this video. I really want to finish this one quest. And then I'm going to edit this down to a 2-hour-long video and nobody's going to watch it. And it's going to be great. I can't wait. James, why was there no combat in your video? I watched for 4 minutes. Yeah, I know. I suck. It's just there's so much I want to talk about, and there's so much I just wasn't able to. This is why I don't like doing these live video first strike things. I like to do bullet points in advance. I like to write out a script. I like to edit everything. I like to know what the hell I'm going to say before I say it. Ugh, for multiple reasons. But that's okay. We'll do this as a one-off. If it's popular, we might revisit it in the future. We'll see. Wow, this one's not gonna work. So I've done it twice now where like I landed, I guess I just got lucky. Where like I landed like not really on top of an objective, and then like I was very easily able to walk over. Like it was like 600, 800, 1,000 meters away. I could see it off in the distance and walk towards it. But it seems like for whatever reason, like, so that's the gravitational anomaly, that's the ship. So this is where I need to go. Whatever, I'm just gonna fast travel back to the ship and then we'll just fast travel to where I need to actually go. Can't I do that from here? Find the artifact. It's right over there? That doesn't seem right. All right, whatever. We're going to the abandoned mine. I can't wait to just travel 20 feet to the left. I don't know why it wouldn't mark it on the map and it was instead of marking my ship to then make me go over 20 feet to the left. That'd be extremely annoying. Okay, so now where on the local map am I? Nowhere close. This is an entirely different area. So, okay, so sometimes it just gives you a different area? That's really weird. Because like the 2 times I've done this, I could see the other area, but like this is entirely new. You know, I try to give JamesAtGames credit sometimes. They really hate it when I do that, apparently. They go out of their way to make me sound like an idiot when I try to praise them. All right, well, there's gonna be lots of combat here, so I hope y'all are ready. We're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna quick save.
Mining's a hard life. It's... Well, you would know better than I.
Yeah, I was a miner for all of 12 seconds before the game started. I'll have you know. That was a mine. That ain't good. I'm just gonna steal all your ammo. I don't know what this voice is, but I'm gonna keep doing it for a little bit. So there's a mine, but there's nobody here. This is probably people inside.
Cora was big into rock collecting when she was 8. Not so much anymore.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
Oh wow, you just happened to be 4 feet into the first area I was told to look, even though you're in quote-unquote deep space. With Constellation, Vladimir sent me to find you.
Good. I suppose I should have guessed. It has been too long since I checked in.
Well, I guess making sure you were all right was a bit of an overreaction, judging by the dead body and all.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members?
Looks like they maybe had good reason.
Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground instead of this one.
Okay, yeah. We're back to the shit writing because it's the story and like, oh yeah, I'm a badass. You need to follow. What? Why are you following me? Is Sam still following me? Okay, I don't know who you are and I don't really care. Yeah, we're getting into the Bethesda writing again, where it's just like, haha, here's this new hilarious character. Aren't they so cool? That's not a bad weapon, actually. Here's this cool new character. Shouldn't you just have them follow you? Isn't it cool? It's so much fun, right, guys? Yeah, so I can hack turrets and then they'll protect me instead of the bad guys like they're supposed to. So go get him, robot. Go fuck him up, even though he's like, what level? Oh, he's level 8. You know.
Quiet. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's the guy right there. There you go, robot.
I am taking damage.
Yeah, probably because you're punching the guy like you're a fucking robot. Shoot your goddamn lasers.
Say goodnight.
Always worth
Oh, I picked
checking.
up way too much stuff there. That's okay. Okay, well, these guys seem to be scaling to my level a little bit, so that's nice. I really don't want to use my lawgiver because that gun sucks my butthole, but I'm gonna have to. Just because everything else I have at this range is bad. Why did you run all the way up there to fight that guy? Like, I'll help you, but like... Alright, Sam. Ooh. Easy enough. Well, I guess I have 3 companions in this area for some reason, so that's cool. Can't wait for more companions mod. Oh yeah, look at that slow fire rate. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, I miss every shot, James. Yeah, it's really good. Actually, I might want that because that sounds like a book. I literally can't see the guy. I'm just going off the name tag. Thank you, Sam. All right, I found 1 med pack. I'm glad I just wasted it. Your stupid grenades. That's fine. Boy, trauma pack. That's nice. No. Oh no, I'm starting to yawn. That's not good. All right, we gotta finish this. I'm really upset that it's spawning people who are like way lower level than me. I don't know if that's just a story thing or if that's just I picked a weird time to do a mission. I don't know. I feel like these levels have been like the same. Like whether it's a story mission or whether it's a fun mission. For the spacers at least. Okay. Well, that's gonna be me leaving, except that I can't because whatever my objective is, it's way down there instead. So oh, this gun sucks. All right. Let's try this. Way to do a non-actual jump, but I can boost over. Because it's space, I got a jump pack, bitch. Jetpacks are the future. Ugh, man, they do so much damage. Okay, I've got some trauma packs, but that's my last med pack. That's a grenade. Sometimes they'll go into survival mode like that. It's fine, I guess. I've already lost all the health I just gained back. This is why I use the shotgun, because the shotgun does 101 damage per second if I do it correctly. And that's already my trauma pack gone. Sweet. Man, the combat is it's just not good in this game. Like, I guess I might as well just, while we're doing this video, let's go ahead and drop it down to hard just so I can show you the difference. But like very hard is like basically unplayable. Like it's not fun. It's just, it just wastes your med packs. But I also feel that hard mode isn't hard enough. I don't know. It's weird and it's complicated because like, oh my God, well, that hurt a lot. Just making things take longer to kill doesn't make it hard. It just makes it very annoying, and making me quick to kill on top of that also just makes it very annoying. Anyway, here's an artifact. So what I gotta do is I gotta scan it. And by that, I don't mean scan it, I mean dig it out. And now I can take it, and I'm gonna get a vision.
You are back. You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision?
Yes, not that I've been able to make sense of any of them.
The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before.
Oh, okay. Rock, hit her in the face. Hit her in the head.
We discuss what you saw back there.
Yeah.
Man. What I had done.
I don't know. I don't even know who you are. Is it either you or him? I don't even know who you are.
It was, yes. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is?
It's minor, I guess.
Argos. I have heard of this company. Small, reckless. Interesting. I do not have experience with this profession, but I have my own experiences with risk.
Yeah, see,
we both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me.
Bethesda, stop making her pause every other sentence.
Varun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again...
She just did it again.
Well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be
even longer in the future. Oh shoot, my God.
Do you understand?
Dude, this is so bad. Whatever, I don't care.
This means we are in agreement. Thank you. That is good to know. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us.
But why? But they don't know anything. Why would they be expecting us? I mean, Todd Howard, he's striking again. The story is awful, and like I want to die every time I play a story mission. That was genuinely horrendous compared to some of the dialogue we heard earlier with Sam, you know, or even just the ancillary dialogue with like some of the side quests. The main quest is just horrifically written and pasted and directed, but everything else is so goddamn good. Makes it hard. All right, well, I'm gonna save it here because like we're well past the, we're 2.5 hours at this point, even though I'm gonna cut a lot of it out, but whatever. Point being, there's so much about Starfield that I want to talk about. At this point, I'm gonna have to make a video at some point when I can actually concise down my thoughts and I can actually talk about what I actually want to talk about. But yeah, that video is not gonna be today. Instead, this video is gonna be today. Haha. I'm tired. Well, I hope you all have a good night. I hope you all have fun. Let me know what you think about Starfield down below. I'm totally open to discuss Starfield with anybody. We've been having some discussions in the Discord. A link will be in the description if you want to chat about it. Please do not just post hard spoilers in chat because you'll just get banned immediately and all you'll do is piss off people like me who don't actually care. So, you know, just come for actual discussion. Like I've been talking about it with the subscribers for a while. It's been 4 of us who have all been kind of chatting about this since the game came out. So it's been kind of fun. So if you want to join in, do that. If not, you just want to tell me how stupid I am because I don't immediately gargle the cum from Todd Howard's dick. That's fine too. Well, that's the reason why you don't go anywhere in life, James, is because you say things like that. That's okay. Have a good night, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you around.